Before India bought the Rafale, almost no country trusted it. 4 years, the Rafale was flown only by the French Air Force and the French Navy. Despite being technologically advanced, it had 0 major export customers, and many nations were hesitant to bet on a fighter jet used by just one country. Then came India. In 2016, the Indian Air Force selected the Rafale after one of the world's most competitive and rigorous fighter evaluations, choosing it over American, Russian, and European rivals. When India inducted 36 Rafale jets, everything changed. Because globally, it is understood that the Indian Air Force conducts some of the toughest operational trials in the world, testing fighters in deserts, high-altitude mountains, extreme heat, and combat-realistic conditions. India's selection sent a powerful message. If the IAF chose Rafale over every other option, there had to be something exceptional about it. After India's decision, Rafale's image transformed overnight. Today, 8 countries operate Rafale fighter jets, with more orders in the pipeline from Europe to Southeast Asia. India didn't just buy a fighter jet. It validated Rafale for the world. And now, as Indonesia receives its first Rafales and India prepares to acquire 114 more, the aircraft's global journey has come full circle. Watch till the end, because this story is no longer just about a jet, it's about how India reshaped the global fighter market. 3 Rafale fighter jets have just landed in Southeast Asia. Ukraine wants up to 100 of them. And India? It's quietly preparing to buy 114 more Rafales even after combat losses and controversy. So why is the Rafale suddenly the most in-demand Western fighter jet on the planet? And what does this mean for China, Pakistan, and the global balance of air power? Watch till the end, because the last part explains why Rafale's future could decide Asia's next air war. Segment 1: Indonesia's Rafale moment. Indonesia has officially received its first 3 Rafale fighter jets from France, marking a major leap in the modernization of the Indonesian Air Force. These aircraft are part of a massive $8.1 billion deal signed in 2022 for 42 Rafale jets, negotiated by then Defense Minister and now President, Prabowo Subianto. The jets landed at a military airbase in Pekanbaru, Sumatra, and according to Indonesia's Defense Ministry, the aircraft are fully ready for combat use. This isn't just a purchase. This is Jakarta signaling that it wants air dominance in Southeast Asia and it's choosing France over the US, Russia, or China. Segment 2: France expands Rafale's global footprint. And France isn't stopping there. During President Emmanuel Macron's visit to Jakarta, Indonesia signed a letter of intent to buy even more Rafales, numbers and timelines still secret. But the real geopolitical shock came in November, when Macron and Ukraine's President Zelensky signed a letter of intent for up to 100 Rafale fighter jets, along with advanced weapons. This would make Rafale the most advanced Western fighter ever promised to Ukraine. Macron admitted the war is at a difficult moment, but said France wants Ukraine's future air force to be strong enough to deter any new Russian invasion. Zelensky called it a historic agreement. Segment 3: Why Rafale matters more than ever. Let's be clear, Rafale isn't stealth like the F-35. But it is combat-proven, highly customizable, nuclear-capable, and politically easier to export. That's why countries facing real wars, not just paper threats, are choosing it. From Europe to Southeast Asia, Rafale is becoming France's biggest strategic weapon. Segment 4: India's big Rafale decision. Now comes the most important part for India. The Indian Air Force is preparing to acquire 114 additional Rafale jets under the MRFA program, one of the biggest fighter competitions in the world. On top of that, India has already signed a $7.6 billion deal for 26 Rafale Marine jets for the Indian Navy in April 2025. Rafale M shares 95% commonality with IAF Rafales, boosting interoperability. But there's controversy. During India's 4-day war with Pakistan in May 2025, one IAF Rafale was reportedly lost due to a high-altitude technical glitch. Pakistan claimed it shot down multiple Rafales, but provided no evidence. China, however, seized the opportunity, promoting its J-10C fighters, which Pakistan claimed were responsible. Information warfare began almost instantly. Segment 5: Rafale vs J-10C, Narrative War. This wasn't just about jets in the sky. It was about perception. China used the rumors to market its aircraft globally. France and India stayed silent, focusing on data, not drama. The real question is, does one incident erase Rafale's global demand? Indonesia doesn't think so. Ukraine doesn't think so. And India, despite everything, is preparing to buy even more. So here's the big question. Is Rafale becoming the default choice for nations preparing for real wars, while others focus on marketing hype? Or is this the beginning of a new fighter jet rivalry that could reshape Asia's air balance? Tell us in the comments. Rafale or J-10C, who wins the future air war? If you enjoyed this deep dive, like the video. Subscribe to Indosphere Media.